Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of our Enrichment Library. We are diving in to learn more about the ukulele today. Now, I know we've already learned how to play one song, but I wanted to teach you guys one of my favorites called Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Before I teach you guys Old MacDonald Had a Farm, I wanted to show you guys something new you can use to strum your strings. So right here, I have what's called a ukulele pick. Now notice when I turn it this way, it's very, very skinny. So if your fingers get tired and you don't want to keep strumming with your fingers, you can use a pick instead. Now, when you hold the pick, what I like to do is I put it between my thumb and pointer finger, and I just wrap it around that, and I kind of like pretend to make an imaginary face. You see how I've got like two little eyes in the mouth? Just put it nice in there. And when you hold it, you want it to point to the left. So you hold it in your right hand and it points to the left. And when you add the strumming, while you're holding your pick, you still want to think that you're trying to like shake some honey off as you strum. So that looks like this. Like that. Now, do you guys remember how in one of my other videos, I talked about a downstroke? So a downstroke is basically when you have a chord and you take your strumming hand and you start at the top and you go down towards the ground. So you strum down like this. That's a downstroke. I want to teach you guys how to play an upstroke. So an upstroke is when you strum up towards the sky. Think of it as jumping up a trampoline. So an upstroke looks like this. Now, go ahead and try to flick up with me. 2, ready, and up, 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 up. Very good. The reason why we would do an upstroke is if we start strumming a little faster, people can go like down and up at the same time. So I'm gonna do a down and an upstroke all at once. So down, up. Basically, the two types of strumming patterns you can do are downstrokes and upstrokes. Alrighty, so here I have pulled up our song, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. Now notice that this song only uses 3 chords, and we already know how to play 2 of them. The 2 we know how to play are G major and C major. For our new chord, we are going to learn how to play D major. Now, if you notice, looking at D major right here, we have 3 different fingers that we can use. So, and notice how your first finger is on the first string, your second finger is on the second string, and your third finger is on the third string, but they're all on the same fret. If you look at it, all 3 fingers are on that second fret. On the ukulele, it'll look like this. The first finger, first string, second fret, second finger, second string, second fret, and your third finger, third string, second fret. Notice, because if I kept my hand like this, I would go over into the other one. So if your fingers are a little too big to play this, it's okay to tilt it a little bit to get all 3 of your fingers on that same fret. This is what D major sounds like. Now, D major is a little hard for me, so you know, if you notice that buzzy sound, that was because my fingers were not all the way up. So make sure your fingers are up, not flat like this, or you might mute the strings. So just really keep them up, and that'll help. I am going to perform Old MacDonald Had a Farm for you guys. Now, again, I'm still playing G major, C major, and D major as my 3 chords, which you can see right up at the top. But also notice where my fingers change position as I change from chord to chord. And also, if you look at my right hand, I'm gonna do not only downstrokes, but upstrokes. Also, feel free to sing along with me. I would love some backup singers to help me out with this. I'm gonna play very slow. 1, 2, ready, and Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O, with a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Alrighty, thank you guys for singing along with me. Now notice Miss Sharp messed up a little bit, which is totally fine. And I want you guys to know that everyone makes mistakes and it's okay. So you do not have to play this perfectly on your first try. That is all right. Notice that the chords change quite a bit, but most of the time we go from G to another chord and back to G. So G major is what you're going to play a lot. Again, we're only going to do downstrokes on G major, and we're only going to strum on G on the words that have a G right above it. So let's do it together. 1, 2, ready, and Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O, with a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Nice job, everybody. And at any time in this video, if you feel we're moving too fast or want to do something again, rewind and watch it over. So now I want us to add in the D major chords. So what we do for that is basically we have G major, 1, 2, 3. So what you're going to do is move your first finger from the second string to the first string on that fret. Then move your second finger to the second string, second fret. Last but not least, slide your third finger over from the third fret to the second fret, still on that second string. And if you need to tilt your hand a little bit to get it all in there, that's okay, because I do it too. Now, the only time that we ever need to play D major is when we sing E-I-E-I-O. So we're going to break it down super slow. So notice how I'm moving my fingers. So we have E, and then move, and then strum down, move, and strum down again in G major. So tread out with me very slow. 1, 2, ready, and G, change, G, change, E. And again, you can rewind that part as many times as you need, because I know it'll go faster eventually. So the next chord that we need to play, the last one, is Happy C major, one of the easiest chords out there that I think. So when we play Old MacDonald this time, we're just going to play on the words that have our C. The only thing about C major, this is the one where not only do we do a downstroke, sometimes we'll do a down and an upstroke. So what I mean by that is you can go down, or for our cluck clucks, we go down up. So cluck cluck, down up, just like that. So go ahead and watch this and feel free to rewind as many times as you need. 2, ready, and Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O, with a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. I had my hand in sync with the lyrics I was saying. We're going to sing the song again. 2, ready, and Old MacDonald, and then he changed to C, had a change back to G, farm, and then we're going to not do E-I-E-I-O. Next, let's do the next phrase. And on that farm he changed to C, had some change to G, chickens, and then E-I-E-I-O. Now, go ahead and change to C, and we're going to cluck, cluck. Where do we cluck, cluck? Here. So we go on a downstroke for here. And then the next phrase is cluck, cluck, there. So you can break it down and still be like cluck, cluck, wait, change, there, if that's easier for you. Now, next phrase, G, here a cluck, C, there a cluck, back to G, everywhere, a change back to C, cluck, cluck, with that down up. Now, just downstrokes for the rest of the song. So G and C and G, just like that. Very good downstroking and upstroking with me. That was wonderful. So now we've played G and C while we've gone through this song, and we played G and D. So why not put all three of our chords back together? I'm going to help cue you guys with when we are going to change chords. So remember, we start on G major. 2, ready, and Old MacDonald changed to C, had a change to G, farm, keep it the G, E-I changed to D, E-I changed to G, go, stay on G, and on that farm he changed to C, had some change to G, chickens, stay on G, E-I changed to D, E-I changed to G, go. Now go to C with the cluck, cluck, change to G, here, and change to C, cluck, cluck, change to G, there, stay on G, here a cluck, stay on C, or go to C, there a cluck, change to G, everywhere, change to C, a cluck, cluck, change to G, Old MacDonald, change to C, had a change to G, farm, stay on G, E-I, change to D, E-I, change to G, go. Let's play the whole song together. I'm going to play a little slower so we can stay together. 2, ready, and Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on that farm he had some chickens, E-I-E-I-O, with a cluck, cluck here and a cluck, cluck there, here a cluck, everywhere a cluck, cluck. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. Alrighty, so for today, not only did we learn another chord, which is D major, but we also learned how to strum with a ukulele pick. And again, we hold it between our thumb and our index finger, or pointer finger, make a face like that, and flick the honey or the maple syrup off. And remember, don't drop this as you go, just flick that honey. And we also learned a whole new song, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. And we even learned how to not only use a downstroke, but an upstroke, so we can have different patterns. Alrighty, well, thank you guys very much for joining me today, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, everyone.